World War, you spend 4 years in the Navy again with a specialist's rating. The war over, Bill, you return to your old beat at Dale and Warren. This brings us back to that cold December morning in 1947. A little girl with a terribly scarred face and head has trudged off to school. You start thinking about her. She's so dispirited, you think. Children can be so cruel to one who looks different. What did you do at first, Bill, to get to know this little girl?
Well, as let's see now, she would be on the way home from school, and as usual, she'd be all alone.
Yes.
So I would go over and talk to her and ask her, would she, kid, have an ice cream horn? And I would hand her maybe 5 cents or a dime. And maybe she got candy with it. I don't know what she got with it, but then after that, why, she seemed to have 2 or 3 friends, and maybe, they thought she had a gold mine. I don't know. But anyway, she had more friends and seems to have helped her spirits and
gave her confidence.
Gave her confidence.
Yes. During Christmas vacation, thoughts of her continue to haunt you. You talk it over with Rose, your wife. What'd you say to Rose, Bill? You remember?
Well, I thought we could be able to get the little girl something and
for Christmas. What you want to get her, Bill, is a new face. From a friend on your beat, you learn the child's name and her story.
What Bill learned was that 4 years previously, in January 1944, when my daughter Mary was only 4 years old, she'd been caught in a flash fire.
Yes, Bill, Mary Reed's father, Charles Reed, and here he is, Charles Reed. You were at work when that fire occurred, weren't you, Mr. Reed?
Yes, Mr. Edwards, I was. My home was completely destroyed. And Mary's mother, my wife, 1 son and 2 daughters were lost. And Mary was badly burned about the face, body, and head.
You hear this from a friend on the beat, Bill, and you tell him you want to buy Mary a Christmas present, something she'll want to show off to her friends. What did you buy her, Bill?
Watch.
A little watch. And the day before Christmas, you take the watch to where Mary lives and leave it for her. Next day when you arrive at the station house, a reporter and photographer from one of the Boston papers are waiting for you. They want you to pose for pictures with Mary. They feel that the publicity might help her, so you pose for the pictures.
I saw those pictures in the paper. So I phoned Bill Hennessy and told him some friends of mine and I wanted to help Mary Reed.
And you called him?
One of the many people who responded to your generous act, Bill Hennessy. Now, with McGee's Appliances in Boston, Mr. Henry Golden. What did your phone call to Bill Hennessy lead to, Mr. Golden?
We set up the Ethel Mary Reed Trust and donated to it. Bill and Mary's story was in all the newspapers, and we received checks from all over the country as well as Boston. Bill himself donated over $500 that he won our national radio quiz program to the Ethel Mary Reed Trust.
And many other Boston policemen contribute their share, too. A noted plastic surgeon here in Boston offers his surgical services for Mary.
Since May 1948, I've had 22 operations. And, Bill, it was you who started all of this.
Honey.
Yes, the 16-year-old young lady to whom you've given new life and hope. And here she is, Mary Reed. Well, besides what we've already told Bill Hennessy here and what he's told us, Bill has given you other help, hasn't he, Mary Reed?
So much more. Naturally, with my scars.
You were shy, weren't you?
Yes, I was very shy towards people. And, Bill, do you remember when you used to say to me...
Look right at them.
Yes, that's right. If they stare at you, stare right back at them. And not to be afraid.
What are you afraid of?
And with your help, you'll be accomplished.
Wonderful. Well, Bill was probably remembering his own handicap as a child, Mary. How much more plastic work will you undergo, Mary?
There's a great deal more to be done, but I'm sure that everything will turn out all right.
Well, so are we. What about the Ethel Mary Reed Trust today, Mr. Golden?
Well, we have approximately $2,000 in it now, which is to go toward Mary's further hospital expense, her education, and her welfare.
What happens to the trust after that, Bill?
Ask Henry. He can tell you more about it than I can.
Henry?
Well, we hope to further the cause here with some other child if we possibly can.
Yes, like Mary. After your own tragedy, Mr. Reed, wasn't Bill Hennessy here of great comfort to you?
Yes, he was. When I met Bill, I didn't know if I was living or dead. And meeting Bill and his wife, I went to his home many times, and through talking to them, I regained my faith in God and humanity.
You're remarried now, aren't you, Mr. Reed?
I'm remarried, 1949, and Mary's once again a family of 5, and very happy.
A happiness to which you've so greatly contributed, Bill Hennessy. And thank you, Henry Golden, Charles Reed, and Mary Reed. At present, Bill, you're assigned to the Harbor Patrol here in Boston, an assignment you've had since 1948. And not too long ago, your wife becomes ill, and at present, she's bedridden. That's why she isn't at your side at this moment, but in spirit, she's proudly with you on this stage. Now, a very...
Bill, as always, has turned to God for health and strength.
Yes, you know who that is. Father Peter F. Hart of St. William's Church in Dorchester, your very good friend. Here is Father Hart.
Glad to see you. Wonderful, glad to see you.
Many people come to Bill Hennessy with their problems, don't they, Father Hart?
That's true, Ralph.
Now, when Bill's wife became ill 3 years ago, he came to see you, didn't he?
Yes, ever since that time, Ralph, Bill has visited the church every day to pray. I think it's typical of Bill, with the one he loved so dearly, so gravely ill, nevertheless he found time for the problems and difficulties of others. It's the spirit of a true crusader who thinks only of others and forgets his own trouble, expects nothing in return.
Thank you, Father Peter F. Hart. And this person who is dearest to you, Bill, your wife, has been part of your audience tonight. Now, from your home in South Boston, here is your beloved wife, Rose.
Bill, sometimes I wonder if I married a saint or a man. I'm so happy that tonight everybody can share my pride in you. God bless you, my darling.
This is your life. Police Officer William Hennessy, who has bought shoes for many children whose families could not afford new shoes, who's given 18 blood transfusions, all but 2 of them to strangers, whose compassion for the suffering extends to the dumb animals, the bird with a broken wing outside your station house, which you take care of until he could fly again, the stray mongrel you adopted while on Harbor Patrol, the dog you called Boats, and he too is part of your life, Bill, so here's your friend Boats. Come on out here. There's the Boats. And thank you, Officer Lieutenant James Crowley. Come on, let's get down here and see this doggy here. There we go. Thank you, Lieutenant James Crowley of Station 8. Well, we've seen your past and your present, Bill Hennessy. In a few moments, we'll talk about your future. Now, Bob Warren has some big news about an exciting shampoo offer.